This is my practical team sports assignment 1, and my number is WIT 1595548. The two sports I've chosen are football and hockey for the rules and regulations of these two sports. So, football. The rules and regulations in football. The rules within football are often referred to as the laws of the game. There are 17 laws in which the International Sports Federation FIFA are responsible to adapting when seen appropriate. The 17 rules within football are as follows. Field of play. This is the law in which refers to the surface which is played on and its dimensions. It also refers to the layout and markings on the pitch. Football can be played on natural or artificial surfaces as long as the surface is green and rectangular in shape. The dimensions of a full-sized football pitch are 45 to 90 metres in width, with the length being between 90 and 120 metres. The shortest lines are known as the goal lines and the longest lines are known as the touch lines. The pitch is then divided in half by the halfway line. The goal size is 7.32 metres wide and 2.44 metres tall. The ball has to be spherical in shape and made from either leather or similar material, with a circumference of 68 to 70 centimetres. The ball also needs to be a certain pressure. The pressure of a football is 0.6 to 1.1 atmosphere. There should also be another ball that fits the regulations on the side of the pitch in case the first match ball needs replacing. The number of players, there should be 11 players from each team on the pitch at the beginning of the match. This is including a designated goalkeeper, in which they should be in a different colour jersey to the outfield players in order for everyone to be able to distinguish them. The game is unable to start if either team has less than 7 players. The maximum amount of substitutes made in football is 3. Equipment and clothing. Players should not wear any jewellery and all players must wear shin pads. This is due to health and safety considerations. Each player's boots will also be checked before the start of the game to ensure no studs are sharpened and therefore reduce the risk of injury. Referee. The referee has final decision within the game. They are responsible for ensuring that the laws of the game are respected and upheld throughout the game, and if they are broken, it is the referee's responsibility to take action. Assistant referees. There are usually 2 assistant referees. The referee is able to ask the assistant referees for advice and if they aren't sure on the situation or didn't get a good enough view of the situation in question. The assistant referee indicates when the whole ball has crossed the touch line and is out of play by raising the flag. They also indicate to the referee when the play is offside, when a substitution is requested, and which side it is entitled to a corner, goal kick or throw-in. The duration of a football match. A football match is split into 2 halves of 45 minutes. Half-time should not exceed 15 minutes. However, the period of time allowed for half-time is often discussed in amateur football before the kick-off. In professional football matches, the half-time period is 15 minutes. The referee is able to add additional time to play in order to compensate for any stoppage time throughout the game. For example, if an injury has occurred and the play has to be stopped, then this time may be added to the end of that half. Starting and restarting of play. A kick-off begins the match as well as starting play again after a goal is conceded. A kick-off is where one player is stationary and kicks the ball forward from the centre spot to another player on their team. All players have to be in their own defending half before the kick-off. At the beginning of the match, the decision is made as to which team takes first kick-off. This may be done by a coin toss. Direction of play is reversed for the second half. The ball in and out of play. The ball is out of play when a goal is scored or when the referee has decided to stop the play. It is also out of play when the whole ball crosses the touch line and is out for throw-in, or the back line and is out for a corner. The method of scoring. A goal is scored once either team have managed to get the whole of the ball to cross the goal line inside the goal mouth of the opposition's goal. At the end of the game time, whichever team has the most goals wins. Fouls and misconduct. It is an offence to use excessive force, whether it is deliberate or undeliberate. It's also an offence to handle the ball if you are not the keeper. The referee has the ability to give players a yellow card as a caution for misconduct, or for serious offences they may send off a player with a red card. 2 yellow cards results in a send-off due to it being the equivalent to a red card. Another offence in football is a 2-legged sliding tackle. A high kick is also deemed as an offence. Free kicks and penalty kicks. Free kicks are given by a referee for misconduct. The free kick may be direct or indirect. A direct free kick is when the player can shoot at goal, whilst an indirect free kick is when the ball must be passed to another player on that team before a shot can be taken on goal. A free kick is awarded when the offence is outside of the goal area. The opposition defending a shot must be a minimum of 9.15 metres from the ball when a free kick is being taken. Penalty kicks are given by the referee when an offence is made within the goal area. This is a direct kick from the penalty spot, which is 11 metres from the goal mouth. Throw-ins. These are used to restart the play when all of the ball crosses the touchline. Both feet must be on the ground when the ball is thrown, else it is a foul throw and the opposition get the possession of the ball. The throw-in also has to be an overhead pass. Goal kicks. These are used to restart the play when the ball crosses the goal line from the touch of the opposition. Corner kicks. This is given when all of the ball crosses the back line by a defending player. It is taken inside the corner arc marked. The defending team must be 9.15 metres from the ball. Rules and regulations in hockey. Field of play. The surface in which hockey is played on must be rectangular with dimensions of 91.40 metres long and with a width of 55 metres. The longer sides are the side lines, whilst the shorter sides are the back line. The goal line is part of the back line as they are the parts between the goalposts. The pitch is split into half with a halfway line. There are also 2 25-yard lines marked out, one on each half of the pitch. The D is a semicircle by each goal, which is where a player must be to shoot in order for the goal to count. The surface can be both artificial or natural, or as long as it is rectangular in shape and the ball is contrasting colour to the surface. The ball is spherical and hard. It is usually white, however the colour of the ball may be agreed before the start of the match as long as the ball is contrast to the surface. The number of players. Each team can have a maximum of 11 players on the pitch at one time of play. The maximum number of substitutes per team is 5. Players' equipment. All players on the same team must wear the same clothing. For health and safety reasons, they must wear shin pads and a mouth guard, and all jewellery is removed. It is also recommended that they wear ankle protection. Goalkeepers have a kit which provides protection, including kickers and a helmet. The keeper's shirt should be a different colour to the outfield players in order to distinguish them from the rest of the players. Umpires. There are usually 2 umpires. Each of them has set out responsibilities and ensures decisions are made promptly and fairly. They have to ensure rules are upheld throughout the game and ensure safety rules are kept to. Some of their responsibilities include issuing caution cards for inappropriate behaviour, which are green, which is a warning, a yellow, which is temporary suspension, or a red card, which results in a permanent suspension. They signal to indicate when the ball is out of play and when a goal or misconduct has occurred. They also keep record of the duration of the game, goals scored, and cards given. The duration of play: there are 2 halves of 35 minutes long and up to a 10-minute half-time break. Additional time may be added to compensate stoppage time, however this is at the referee's discretion. Start and restarting play: a coin toss may be used to decide which team starts. A centre pass is then taken to begin the match and to restart the play once a goal has been scored. Players must be in their own half of the centre passes. The ball in and out of play: the ball is out of play once the ball passes over either the sidelines or the back line completely. Players then restarted from the line by the opposing team. Method of scoring: a goal is scored when the ball is hit within the D by an attacker and completely crosses the goal line. Contact play: players must keep hold of their sticks and not use it in a dangerous way. They must not lift their sticks above their head. Excessive force is not allowed. They are not allowed to play with the back of their sticks, as this will result in a possession change. Outfield players must not use their feet to kick the ball, otherwise the opposition also get possession with a free hit. Only one person can tackle another at one time. If sticks hit, then the possession is given to the attacking player who had the ball before the stick tackle was made. Penalties: these are awarded to a player who has been put at a disadvantage due to an opponent on the opposing team breaking the rule. For example, if a defender intentionally tripped up the attacking opposition, then the umpire would award the attacking player a penalty shot. A free hit is awarded when misconduct occurs between the 23-metre area. A penalty corner is awarded when the offence occurs in the D by a defender. This is also known as a short corner and is taken on the back line 11 yards either side of the goal. What was known as a long corner is no longer occurring in the game, as it is restarted in line with where the ball goes off the back line on the 25-yard line. This only happens when the defending team unintentionally hits the ball off the back line. So the player on the defending team catches the ball within their box. Therefore, this should have resulted in a penalty to the attacking team, and due to how bad the handball was, the player should have received at least a yellow card. However, no action was taken by the referee. Therefore, I disagree with the decision and action taken. Okay, so in this one, the player clearly does not get touched, so they fake a dive. The referee gave a penalty, however, no penalty should have been awarded, and the player who dived should have been booked with a yellow card at least, and the defending team should have been awarded possession. The penalty then resulted in a goal being scored by the attacking team. In this one, the ball hit the crossbar, and therefore play should have continued. However, the referee said it was a goal. So in this video of hockey, the yellow card that the referee, a yellow card should have been given to the player in the red due to excessive force, or at least a free hit to the white team. The umpire is correct to award a red card for the push once play had stopped. However, the umpire gave it to the wrong player in white. So I slow it down, and you can see that the wrong person was awarded it. In this one, the player deliberately uses their foot after the short corner, deliberately uses his foot to stop the ball from going in the goal. Therefore, the umpire should have booked the player with at least a yellow card and played the shot again. Slow it down again. In this one, a player lifts the stick too high. You're not allowed to lift it above your head, and it catches the opponent on her face, which causes an injury. So the player obviously didn't do it intentionally, so I think the referee should have given her a green or a yellow card, at least just to give her the caution to not lift a stick so high, basically. And a free hit should have been given.